Hello and welcome to GetClat. I am Akash, and in this video I shall share some valuable tips to prepare for the current affairs section in your CLAT exam. Current affairs, as I say, is the most trickiest part of the CLAT syllabus. This is so because it is dynamic in nature and prone to everyday changes. Keeping a track of these changes sometimes becomes a difficult task, right? However, with a proper plan in place, we would be able to deal with this. Because, as Benjamin Franklin says, if we fail to plan, we plan to fail. On that note, the very first step in our entire preparation should be to not delay preparing the current affairs. Because, as emphasized earlier, current affairs is the most dynamic part of the syllabus. Okay, it changes every day, and it becomes very difficult to incorporate these changes if one plans to study this subject a month before the examination. Things might get confused at that point of time, right? So, therefore, it is very important to make current affairs a part of your daily routine. The way you require food every day, this, in the same manner, you should read newspaper and make your current affairs notes every day. So the very first step in the entire CLAT preparation for current affairs is to not delay the preparation for current affairs and to read newspaper and make notes on a daily basis. Okay. The second step is to understand the weightage of current affairs in the entire CLAT examination. So, the weightage for the CLAT in the CLAT examination for the current affairs is roughly 20 to 25%. Okay, which means that out of the total 150 questions that are asked in your examination, roughly 35 to 39 questions will come from current affairs section. That is a significant chunk, right? Okay. Now that we have understood the weightage of the current affairs section in the CLAT examination, let us now glance over through what is the syllabus for current affairs. Okay, so the syllabus for the current affairs section is open-ended. Is open-ended in the sense it is very vast. For instance, in the CLAT examination, there would be 7 passages and each passage would have a length of roughly 450 words. Okay, and these passages would be derived from news journals and other sources and other non-fiction writing. Each passage will be followed by a set of questions. These questions will require you to demonstrate your ability, your awareness of various aspects of current affairs and general knowledge, which includes contemporary events of significance from India and the world, art and culture, international affairs, and historical events which are of continuing significance. Okay, so now that we have understood the syllabus, one thing which is very crystal clear to us is that there is no scope defined for the current affairs syllabus. Additionally, the CLAT syllabus also makes a mention of static GK. Now, this addition to the current affairs section only broadens the syllabus even more. Okay. So now that we have understood the syllabus, one thing is crystal clear, that the syllabus is open-ended. There is no end to the syllabus, right? So now, if there is no end to the syllabus, the next pertinent question which arises is, what shall we study? Because there are a lot of current affairs materials which are available in the market. Shall we study all those materials? Humanly, it is impossible to go through all these materials, right? Therefore, the next step in our plan is to boil down our resources. Okay, so the resources for CLAT should be limited, and these are as follows. First, that is you should focus on reading newspaper on a daily basis. The newspaper can be the Hindu or the Indian Express, anyone. After that, you can refer to some websites such as gktoday.in or jagranjosh.com. Now, apart from reading newspapers, it is also very important that one also focuses on the editorial section which is mentioned in the newspaper. Now, why is it so important? Editorial section will not only improve your vocabulary, which is very much required, but it will also improve your analytical abilities. Now, these analytical abilities to process the news becomes very important. The next important thing in the entire journey is to prepare the notes. Okay, you can divide your entire current affairs syllabus into 4 sections. Let's say section 1 consists of history and art and culture. Section 2 consists of international events and geopolitics and important agreements. Section 3 consists of eminent personalities and awards and honors. Section 4 might consist of sports and some contemporary events. Now that you have divided your current affairs into these 4 sections, whenever you are reading a newspaper and you find a news pertinent to any of the topics mentioned in these sections, just jot down that news in that particular section of your notes. Now, ensure that you do not extend each of your current affairs for more than 4 to 5 lines, okay? Because that will unnecessarily make your notes very bulkier. So, for every news which is important, just make a note of 4 to 5 lines. That would be more than enough for you to revise, okay? So now, this segregation of your topics would help you to revise effectively. You can revise section by section when you are at the end moment or at the tip of your preparation. You can start revising section by section, which would help you to retain the content. Okay, so now that our notes are ready, what is the next task that an aspirant should do? The next task is to revise your notes regularly. Okay, such a revision will help you to retain the content. Revision should be daily as well as weekly. Daily revision is at the end of the day when you have prepared all the notes or you have finished preparing your notes for current affairs, just give it a read again. And at the end of the week, on every Sunday, just sit with your notes that you have prepared for the entire week and give it a read. Okay, such daily and weekly revision is very, very important when it comes to retaining the current affairs. As I said, current affairs is a dynamic portion, it is a trickiest portion. So having the proper linkages for every news is very important. So this daily revision and weekly revision will not only help you to retain the content, but will also help you to have that linkages and develop that very important analytical skills which will help you in your examination hall. Okay. So now that we have also known how to revise the things, the next step in our preparation is solving the mock tests. Now, mock test will act as a mirror reflecting the level of your preparation. Okay, revising notes, giving mocks should be your mantra that you should follow during the last month of the exam. Giving mocks, revising your notes, giving mocks, revising your notes, and watching yourself for the mistakes that you are committing and correcting those mistakes in the next mock test should be your entire solution. Okay, so in order to get the best mock test for the CLAT examination, you can always visit our website www.getclat.com. Okay, so the mantra here is to read, revise, test, and repeat. Read, revise, test, and repeat. This is the mantra that one should follow while they are preparing for the current affairs section. The 7-point strategy that I have discussed will effectively help you to deal with the current affairs sections. However, we may plan 1,000 things, but if we fail to execute them, these plans are simply but a piece of paper. So now the plan for current affairs is ready. Your job is to execute it and ace the exam with flying colors. We wish you the best to get CLAT. Thank you.